When it comes to natural remedies for chronic health conditions, most people don't think of something as ordinary as a kitchen spice. But believe it or not, cinnamon, the sweet, fragrant spice many of us associate with holiday desserts and warm drinks, is being recognized by scientists and health experts for its powerful medicinal qualities. Before we continue, I'd like to tell you about Diacelan, a powerful blend of 13 natural ingredients, each carefully selected for their proven ability to support healthy blood sugar levels, enhance insulin sensitivity, and promote overall wellness. You can read more on diacelan.com. Cinnamon has been used for over 4,000 years across cultures, from ancient Egypt, where it was highly prized and used in embalming, to traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurvedic healing in India, where it was used to stimulate digestion, circulation, and respiratory health. What's fascinating today is how modern research has started confirming the powerful health benefits of cinnamon, especially in targeting visceral fat, type 2 diabetes, and high blood pressure, three of the most serious and widespread health problems of the modern world. These aren't minor issues. They're central to the global epidemic of metabolic syndrome, cardiovascular disease, and obesity. What makes cinnamon so compelling is its ability to positively influence metabolic function in a way that is natural, inexpensive, and easy to implement. And the best part? Most people already have it sitting in their spice rack, unaware of its life-changing potential. Let's begin by exploring how cinnamon works to reduce visceral fat, which is far more harmful than the subcutaneous fat stored just beneath the skin. Visceral fat builds up around internal organs like the liver, pancreas, and intestines, and it's directly linked to serious health risks including heart disease, insulin resistance, fatty liver disease, and chronic inflammation. Unlike surface-level fat that can be pinched, visceral fat hides deeper and actively disrupts hormone production and immune responses. Cinnamon plays a crucial role here because of its profound impact on insulin sensitivity and metabolic efficiency. Insulin is the hormone that signals cells to absorb glucose from the bloodstream. When we become resistant to insulin, blood sugar remains high, and the body begins to store more fat, especially around the midsection. This is where cinnamon steps in. Compounds like cinnamaldehyde and polyphenols found in cinnamon help the body respond more effectively to insulin, improving the ability of cells to absorb glucose without producing excess insulin. This reduces both circulating blood sugar and fat storage signals. In addition, cinnamon has been shown to downregulate genes involved in fat creation and storage, while increasing thermogenesis, or the body's calorie-burning process. Over time, this can lead to a measurable reduction in belly fat, especially when combined with other healthy lifestyle habits like regular movement, a clean diet, and adequate sleep. Cinnamon also reduces systemic inflammation, another driver of fat storage, by suppressing cytokines and oxidative stress markers. So not only is it helping at the hormonal level, but it's also calming the internal environment that promotes fat accumulation. Now let's dive into the second major health concern, type 2 diabetes. This condition affects hundreds of millions globally and is increasing rapidly due to sedentary lifestyles, processed foods, and chronic stress. Type 2 diabetes occurs when the body either doesn't produce enough insulin or doesn't use it effectively, leading to high blood glucose levels. Uncontrolled, it can lead to nerve damage, vision loss, kidney failure, and heart disease. Cinnamon is one of the few natural substances that consistently shows promise in helping manage blood sugar levels. In numerous clinical studies, cinnamon supplementation has led to impressive reductions in fasting glucose, improved HbA1c levels, and better overall glycemic control. But how does it work? Cinnamon acts in several synergistic ways. First, it mimics insulin, enhancing glucose uptake into cells by activating insulin receptors. Second, it slows the emptying of the stomach and inhibits digestive enzymes like alpha amylase and alpha glucosidase, which break down carbohydrates into glucose. This results in a slower, more controlled rise in blood sugar after meals. Third, cinnamon improves insulin receptor activity by increasing tyrosine kinase activity, which enhances the insulin signaling pathway. Some studies have even shown cinnamon to reduce insulin resistance in people with PCOS and metabolic syndrome. A powerful antioxidant in cinnamon called MHCP methylhydroxy chalcone polymer is largely responsible for these effects. It not only stabilizes blood sugar levels, but also helps prevent sugar from being converted into fat. Regular moderate cinnamon consumption, about 1 to 2 teaspoons per day, can help diabetics and prediabetics better manage their condition and may even delay or reduce their dependency on medication over time. Now let's talk about a condition that silently affects over 1 billion people worldwide: high blood pressure or hypertension. This condition often develops without symptoms, but can lead to severe complications like heart attacks, strokes, aneurysms, and kidney damage. Hypertension is closely linked to inflammation, oxidative stress, poor circulation, and stiffened arteries. Cinnamon has demonstrated powerful effects in helping to lower blood pressure naturally through multiple mechanisms. First and foremost, it helps reduce vascular resistance by relaxing the muscles of blood vessels, leading to vasodilation, a widening of the arteries. This effect allows blood to flow more easily, which reduces the pressure exerted on artery walls. Additionally, cinnamon's antioxidants, including procyanidins, quercetin, and cinnamic acid, help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in the endothelial lining of blood vessels. A healthy endothelium is essential for proper dilation and contraction of arteries. Research has also shown that cinnamon can reduce levels of angiotensin II, a hormone that causes blood vessels to constrict. Less angiotensin II means less tension in the arteries, and therefore lower blood pressure. In clinical trials, cinnamon supplementation has been associated with significant decreases in both systolic and diastolic blood pressure, especially in individuals with existing metabolic issues. Over time, cinnamon also supports the cardiovascular system by lowering LDL cholesterol, raising HDL cholesterol, and reducing triglycerides, all of which contribute to better blood flow and reduced arterial stiffness. It's a holistic, multi-angle approach to heart health that goes beyond what many medications target, and it does so with minimal side effects. However, before you start adding tablespoons of cinnamon to everything, there's an important distinction you need to understand. Not all cinnamon is the same, and using the wrong kind in large quantities can do more harm than good. There are two primary types of cinnamon: cassia and Ceylon. Cassia cinnamon, which is more commonly sold in grocery stores due to its low cost, contains high levels of coumarin, a naturally occurring compound that can be toxic to the liver and kidneys in high doses. Ceylon cinnamon, often referred to as true cinnamon, contains much lower levels of coumarin and is considered safe for daily use. It also has a more delicate, slightly sweeter flavor and is typically grown in Sri Lanka, India, and some parts of Southeast Asia. If you're planning to use cinnamon for its health benefits, especially in therapeutic doses, it's strongly recommended that you invest in organic Ceylon cinnamon. This is especially critical for individuals taking medications for liver function or who plan to use cinnamon long-term. Always read labels and purchase from reputable sources. Ceylon cinnamon may cost a bit more, but it's a safer and more effective choice for those looking to use cinnamon daily to support health. Now that you know why and what kind of cinnamon to use, let's talk about how to incorporate it effectively into your daily life. One of the biggest advantages of cinnamon is its versatility. You can add it to your morning oatmeal, stir it into coffee or tea, sprinkle it on fruit or yogurt, or even blend it into protein shakes and smoothies. It works well in both sweet and savory dishes, from roasted vegetables to marinades, soups, and stews. For those who prefer convenience, cinnamon capsules are also available, though dosage and purity should be carefully monitored. When using powder, a good daily dose is half to 1.5 teaspoons of Ceylon cinnamon. It's best to start small and build up, especially if you're new to using it consistently. You can also create cinnamon infusions by simmering Ceylon cinnamon sticks in water to make a soothing, medicinal tea. This is particularly effective when taken before meals, as it helps with blood sugar regulation and digestion. Always remember, while cinnamon is powerful, it works best in synergy with a healthy lifestyle. Balanced nutrition, regular movement, hydration, and stress management. Used wisely, it becomes a long-term support tool, not a short-term fix. In conclusion, let's take a moment to really appreciate just how remarkable cinnamon is. not just as a spice, but as a functional food that holds its own in the world of natural health interventions. We've talked about how it directly supports three major areas of concern: the accumulation of visceral fat, the regulation of blood sugar and insulin levels, and the lowering of high blood pressure. And what's especially exciting is that these conditions are deeply interlinked. When one improves, the others often follow. Visceral fat worsens insulin resistance, which can lead to diabetes, and diabetes often goes hand in hand with hypertension. Cinnamon isn't just acting on one isolated system in the body. It works holistically across multiple pathways, balancing hormones, easing inflammation, improving metabolic efficiency, and supporting cardiovascular function, all from a single, natural source. In a world dominated by synthetic medications with long lists of side effects, having access to something so accessible, affordable, and time-tested is both empowering and refreshing. But what makes cinnamon even more impressive is how simple it is to incorporate into everyday life. Unlike fad diets or trendy supplements that cost a fortune or require radical lifestyle shifts, cinnamon is already familiar to most people. It's sitting in your kitchen, it's available in nearly every grocery store around the world, and yet most of us overlook it as nothing more than a flavoring agent. What this really teaches us is that sometimes the most powerful remedies are not the ones hiding in expensive bottles or complex regimens. They're the small, consistent choices we make every day. Adding a teaspoon of high-quality Ceylon cinnamon to your morning routine might seem insignificant, but over time, that single habit can quietly contribute to improved insulin sensitivity, less fat around your organs, lower blood pressure, and even better cholesterol levels. And perhaps most importantly, it can be part of a sustainable, long-term strategy, not a short-term fix or crash solution. That said, cinnamon is not a magic bullet. It's a powerful tool, yes, but not a cure-all. It should always be viewed as part of a broader lifestyle that includes real food, movement, hydration, rest, and stress management. Think of cinnamon as a supportive ally, a daily boost that makes your body work a little more efficiently. When you pair it with conscious lifestyle changes, like swapping processed foods for whole foods, walking more often, sleeping better, and managing emotional stress, you give your body the environment it needs to heal, reset, and thrive. And it's worth noting that the psychological impact of using a natural remedy can't be overstated. When people realize they can take control of their health using something as simple as a spice, it fosters a sense of agency and hope, something the modern healthcare system often strips away. So what can you do right now? First, switch to Ceylon cinnamon if you haven't already. Make sure it's high quality, ideally organic, and free of additives or fillers. Start small, maybe half to 1 teaspoon a day, and add it to meals you already enjoy. Use it in oatmeal, smoothies, teas, or even savory dishes. You don't have to overhaul your life to get the benefits. Small steps, done consistently, make a huge difference over time. And most importantly, listen to your body. Monitor how you feel, how your digestion reacts, how your energy shifts. Track your blood sugar or blood pressure if applicable. Bring data to the table so you can see for yourself the impact a humble spice can make. If you found this video insightful or helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content on natural wellness, healing foods, and evidence-based lifestyle medicine. And let me know in the comments, how are you going to start using cinnamon in your daily routine? I'd love to hear your tips, recipes, and experiences. Until next time, stay curious, stay consistent, and most importantly, stay well.